you're actually making mobility. So is that what they are? Mobility scooters?
Yeah, so basically it's mobility scooters, but they're actually made out of wood, made out of MDF.
I can guarantee you the most interesting people you'll ever meet are the people who are living in vans and lorries.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
You got one life, live it.
Yeah.
Why wait till tomorrow?
So this is my sister-in-law Claire.
Hi.
Didn't want to be on camera, but tough. Right, you know some people, don't you?
Yes, I do. We know the cow people.
You know the cow people? What's this? What is this? There you go. This is John. How you doing, mate?
Hiya, you're right.
Right. What is going on here, John? It's
a bit of madness, really.
Why are there loads of cows here? What is going on?
Well, we sort of built a camper.
Yeah.
Going back about 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And we want something a bit different. So we went down the cow theme. And then, as it usually happens, you go to shows and everything else, we all start drinking around a fire pit.
Yeah.
And it's, I bet you can't do this, or I bet you can't do that.
So it came out of
all the little miniatures turned up.
Yeah.
And obviously the trailer, which is now a sleeping pod, which we towed behind the van as well. And it's not just a show vehicle, it's used all year round. It's used as a daily vehicle. Give you an idea, last week we'd got a gearbox in it and an engine just thrown in the back of it.
What?
So, you know, it's one of those ones that we will actually use and abuse it, as well as bringing it to places like this and hopefully making a few people smile, because it's
oh mate, I love it.
It's difficult to smile these days, isn't it? So
this is, you're actually making mobility, so is that what they are, mobility scooters?
yeah, so basically it's mobility scooters, but they're actually made out of wood, made out of MDF.
Is this like, you know, like the Red Bull races? Or what are they called? The soap carts?
Soapbox ones.
Soapbox
I
carts.
suppose it's very similar, because yeah, a lot of those are actually made very similar to this, apart from these are literally, they are body shells which were made and go straight onto a mobility.
Yeah.
Base.
You've got the Trotters Independent Traders here.
Yeah, this one we've actually set up so that people can actually see that we're not lying, and it is made of wood.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, obviously this one's been modified quite highly for the steering.
Yeah. Mate, I love it. Do you make these for people? Is this part of your living?
No, it was just for fun.
Just for fun?
It was just for fun, but I must admit, as from this year, we are sort of going to start making them to order, but it won't be a quick thing, you know, it'll be done alongside my full-time job. So
what is that?
I restore classic cars. So, you know, sort of things like...
You're a motor man?
Yeah, definitely a motor man, yeah. The old school. More than the newer stuff.
This is brilliant. Let's have a look at it. So you're not a van lifer, are you? You're
no, I'm not. I've got very close to it, I must admit.
What's your opinion on van lifers versus people like yourself that sort of use it for the weekend and stuff like that? What's your view on that life?
I think I've got every respect for van lifers.
Have you?
Absolutely every respect.
Why is that then?
Well, they're getting out there doing something, you know, they're not hurting no one. And I tell you what, I'd love to be in a position to be able to do it.
Would you?
Yeah, love to.
Why is that then?
You've got your independence, freedom. I know it's getting a lot harder now. You know, people don't like being on the land and everything else like that.
Right.
You know, which is obviously the difficult bit of it.
Okay.
And obviously if you're on your own, you've obviously got the
loneliness and so on.
Loneliness, things like that.
Yeah.
But you can go where you want. You can do what you want.
Yeah, right.
You know, you're not tied to anything.
You got the freedom. You got the autonomy to do what you want.
You know, to be honest with you, we're not on this planet very long, are we? In reality, so why not go and enjoy and do what it is? Obviously, I know some of them are doing it because they've had to.
Yeah.
You know, but at least they're doing it. They're getting somewhere. They're building a new life. And to be honest with you, look how many people you meet. We've met so many lovely people at events like this.
I was going to say.
you know, Mark over there, that one. You know, we've met him what 3 years ago now.
Do you think you would?
In touch.
With Mark though, I was talking to Mark and I don't feel the feeling that I got from him is he doesn't benefit as much from the community as someone like you would, because he's always on the road.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Whereas, would you, if you were meeting people that just came at weekends or just these festivals, would you see them more regularly or be in touch more regularly, or?
To be honest, probably not, because
no?
you know, the ones that we do meet, you know, we do keep in touch with multimedia, you know, but with media and everything now, it's so easy, isn't it? Facebook, Instagram, everything.
Got it, yeah.
You know, FaceTiming them, things like that. So, you
it's
know,
all sort of done online then?
It is pretty much, yeah. And to be honest with you, I've spoken to quite a few people at van lifers, and a lot of theirs is as well. You know,
really?
They've got a laptop, and usually got a laptop or something like that in the van.
Digital nomads.
Exactly, yeah, and they sit there and obviously video chat people and keep in touch, you know, that way. So, you know, I said I would love to do it. Just, you know, I was close to doing it, but I've gone back down the other route, and like I said, we're just trying to get out as many weekends as we can.
Yeah, and plus, mate, we want you doing this stuff. If you can make a trottermobile and a Michelin machine, you can do anything.
We try. We definitely try. You know, we've been known as mad scientists, me and my mate Sam. You know, so you know, it's a case of, you know, let's have a go at it. If it works, brilliant. If it doesn't, well, we'll try again. To the point where I got home one day and Sam was around mine, and he went, "I'm building a jet engine." I was like, "Sorry, you're what?" And yeah, just out of what he's designed in his head, he sat there, he's built this jet engine, and before I know it, it's strapped to an engine hoist in my garage, and it's then going from one end of the garage to the other end, thrusting. So it's
but you want people like that around you, didn't you? Because
yeah,
you want creative people that work along and tick along in the same mindset as you.
Exactly, yeah, and sort of bounce off of each other then.
Yeah,
you know,
amazing.
So which is, you know, I'm back.
He's even got a cow helmet. That is awesome. I'm gonna have a quick peek in here. Look at this. That's hilarious, mate. That's so cool. I love it. And even the van. What is that called on the outside of these vans?
What the vinyl?
Yeah. Oh, it's called vinyl. Is it?
Vinyl, yeah. That is literally all been hand cut again by Sam with a pizza cutter.
What?
Big bit of vinyl, pizza cutter.
Yeah.
Just made the shapes up and stuck them on.
Amazing. Well, I'm going to look out for you guys later. But lovely to meet you.
And you.
Cheers, mate. All the best, bud.
I'll do that.
Cheers, mate. What's about that? Alright, so we've got some YouTubers here. Honey, I've bought an Overlander. Is that what your channel is?
It is, yes.
It is, right. Do you know, I was interested with this because are you a van lifer?
We're not. It's
Right.
something that we've definitely considered.
Right.
Obviously, we do a lot of. I'm on the camera, so no. Kids. It's something we've considered.
Right. How many people live in this van then? When you're, obviously you're not van lifers, but
No.
when you're out and about?
So, in theory, it's normally the two of us, a large dog and a small dog. But this weekend it's been 2 children, 3 adults, 2 very large dogs and a little dog. But
Right.
we made it work.
You're all in this?
We're all in here. A lot of people question how, but there is actually a substantial amount of room if you know how to utilise it. So
All right.
a double bed at the top.
Okay, yeah.
So there's 2 boards here that will come out. Obviously,
Right.
all of this gets removed.
Yeah.
And then this is an old bed frame. So
Right.
pull the bed frame out and the double bed flips down.
Yeah.
This area is usually like a sofa,
Right.
but it's designed so that we've got a board that we'll pull out and then we can turn it into a bed, which is
Yeah.
ideal for the 2 children.
Right.
But obviously now they're growing up, we're sort of limited on space.
Yeah.
Clothing storage, our toilet when we're travelling lives in here. Dirty boots are in the bottom, and then obviously food. And fridge. Everybody asks us about the fridge. So the fridge is actually
Look at this.
in this.
In a fragile box,
In
yeah.
a little box, and it was bought from Land Trekker UK.
Oh, bloody love that. What would you say to people if they, I know you haven't done it yet, but what would your advice be for people who wanted to do full-time van lifing? What's the first step they would have to take? Would you say they have to build up to it doing this kind of thing first, or
I think it could be quite a big shock.
to the system?
Socially, I think, just going one day, right, that's it, we're going to go live in a van.
Yeah.
I think best bet is you do your research. You decide what kind of vehicle you're going to need, what
Yeah.
size you're going to need.
Yeah.
Obviously, you come along to all these shows, and there's plenty of them around all year round.
Yeah.
Just to get some ideas and speak to people who are doing it full time.
Hey, let me have a quick broad sweep of this. This is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, all interesting. So you'd have something probably double the size of this if you were going to do proper full-time van life in, wouldn't you?
This would be alright for 2 people, but
Yeah.
if there was a load of you in here, you would tend to. I think
You got a bloody family with dogs.
Yes. Yeah.
We nearly had the hamster with us as well, and potentially there might have been a cat hiding in here.
Occasionally.
It didn't pop out. No, not yet.
This is like what's that program from years ago? The entire family living on the farm.
Simple Eye. No. Oh.
I can't blame you.
Beverly Hillbillies or something. No, that's way too big.
I love it though, because you've got like, if you were going to do this, if all of you were going to do
Darling
this,
Buds
like,
of May.
Darling Buds of May,
Darling
yeah.
Buds of May.
Well,
Well, it's
But-
definitely rustic, because look at all the mud.
You remind me a bit of a Ma Larkin, but a younger version.
Oh, thanks.
Look, she's got the old stove going there.
And if we have a look inside, there is a bit of bacon on the go.
Oh, go on. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? Beautiful. So, if you're going to do it, when would you do that? Is that something you've got planned to actually do? To go out on the road?
The issue we've got is the house.
You'd have to sell the house
Yeah,
first.
the house, the children.
Sell the children.
Sell the children.
Sell the kids.
You know, so.
Get rid of the dogs. I'd like to think that by the time I was 40, I
Yeah.
would be on the road full time.
Yeah.
Obviously, Zeb thought he would be out of the country 8 years ago before he met me. But yeah, I think in the next 5 years,
Yeah.
I want to have been done, dusted. The lifestyle fits us.
Yeah.
You know, there's especially, you know, in today's age, and you think, well, the cost of living's going up anyway. But
Yeah, everyone keeps saying that as
if
well.
you can
Yeah.
just jump in a van,
Yeah.
and on a Monday morning say, right, I'm going to go to Scotland for a few days.
Yeah.
Drive to Scotland, spend
Yeah.
a few days, and say, right, I'm going to go to, I don't know, the Lake District for a few days, and you just potter around and you meet people. I can guarantee you, the most interesting people you'll ever meet are the people who are living in vans and lorries.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Because they've all got a story. They've all been.
Yeah,
they've
that's
all
very-
travelled.
That's
The
very
children,
true.
There's such a community, such a lovely community, especially for the children as well.
Oh, it's awesome. Really great to meet you guys. Right, so we come to an area here. We've got the accessories, people selling things. It's Overland truck and van accessories here. We got here Overland systems. Overlanders are obviously these giant vehicles that you get about 10 to 15 miles to the gallon on. We got here, what is that? Oh, freezers. Portable freezers.
Well, yeah, you've got a powerful unit.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's great, isn't it? Not all who wander are lost. I love it. So you've got Thai, fish and chips, Greek. Nice little social area for people to come in between chatting. I'll tell you what, it's so social as well. Everyone's really friendly, everyone's very open. Jesus, it is a bog. It is a proper bog. Let's have a little sneak in here and see what we got. Yeah, so this is the stage. This is where all the bands play and everything from last night. Really cool space, isn't it? Get a little beer over here. Fantastic. Right, this is a beautiful van, and here's its owner. Hey, mate.
You alright there, fella?
Yeah, wicked, man. So what's going on here? Are you a full-time van lifer, or what do they call it? A part-timer? What do you call it?
No, we just call it camping.
You just call it camping?
Yeah, we just do camping.
Okay.
So this is just Durkee, our VW.
Oh, let's have a look.
Van Jurgens, built
Yeah.
in 72.
Built in 72, yeah?
That's it. Built in 72. The chassis cab was sent in 72, and then built in 74 because it took Jurgens Autovilla 2 years to build them. So this is the generation 1 of the Jurgens vehicle.
I've never heard of a Jurgens.
You wouldn't have done. They reckon there's 1,000 or so made.
Really?
That's what they think.
Are you a bit of a car and van enthusiast then?
Yeah, we've been doing this a good 10 plus years now.
Have you?
Yeah, it's
10 years. When I say you both,
yeah.
that's
yeah,
your lady over there.
That's it.
Right. So have you guys been for the last 10 years then travelling in camper vans?
Yeah.
And
Easily 10 years.
what's it been like? What's it been like community wise?
Oh, it's amazing. You meet
Yeah.
so many different people in the UK, in Europe,
So you go all over Europe as well?
Yeah, we've been. I mean, I did 17-day stag do with my brother in a single cab, and one of the best men. We drove around, 3 of us, 17 days, sleeping in the back of it, meeting everyone in Germany,
Really?
Belgium, France. You meet.
So you got contacts all over the place?
Yeah, you meet some really cool guys, and everyone's up for a party.
Could you live in something like this full time?
I could
Yeah.
live in it full time. It's all.
Let's have a little look here.
It's all kitted out, ready for it.
Yeah. Oh, it's just really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's.
Is that a shower there?
Well, it's a shower room, but it's not kitted out for a shower. It's
No.
actually got a toilet and whatnot in it.
Yeah.
So it's got the sink and whatnot in there.
Yeah.
It's got, it's all sorts in there. I mean, you've got that. You've got 13 different cupboard storages. You've got your gas hob here.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
You've got drain board.
Hey,
and
look. Everyone's got a dog in their van.
I mean, it's. They thought about everything. There's more storage I know what to do with in here, but coming from a small van, we wanted to get a bigger one
Right.
because I wanted to stand up in it. I mean, I've got to take this down.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, you're about what, 6'2"?
6'3".
You're 6'3"?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But I mean, what I like is the fact that it's all original. I've got the original cutlery.
Oh, that's
I
beautiful. This is all original as well.
Everything's original, and that's the only thing that's
I love
not
it.
the fridge. But I'm sourcing an original one.
Yeah.
Aside from that, this vehicle's a time capsule. I know the original. I don't know him, but I've spoke with him. He's about 90-something-year-old farmer
Right.
in the Orange Free State in South Africa. He owned it for 45 years.
Oh, is that where you got it from?
Yeah, so he owned it. Then the next guy was one of his family friends. Bought it, kept it a year, did a little bit of work to it, and then he sold it to an auction company, who then sold it to another guy in Devon who bought it, kept it 18 months in a undercover carport.
Yeah.
Very well-to-do guy, lived in a castle. So we
Oh, wow.
Queen's Jubilee, I drove down there, saw it, snapped it up off him because he was going to gut it. His advert
Yeah.
said it needs cleaning up at 70s, it needs gutting, I want to turn it to a coffee van, I'm going to cut a hole in the side.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
What are the things you would say if you were going to give advice to people on the top tips, your top tips for being in a van and travelling around in a van for extended periods of time?
Top tips, plan your routes.
Right.
Plan your routes.
Yep.
Know how to work on the vehicles handy.
Yeah. Good point.
And make sure that you've got all the right bits, like condense your stuff down. You don't need as much stuff as you think you need.
Right.
For instance,
Everyone says that. Feng shui. Get rid of your kit.
Yeah, you don't need to be lugging hundreds and hundreds of things around. We used to do it. I used to have a very small bay window. You had a little pop-up tent. We'd chuck everything in the pop-up tent, and you're just constantly packing, unpacking, packing. You spend all day packing, unpacking.
Right.
Now I've
Get rid of all your stuff and put it in there.
I've gone right down to bare minimals, and then self-contain it.
And would you say you have to have a particular mindset to do this particular thing?
Yeah, it's not something I'd say that, we'll just, let's go do it. No, it takes getting used to, because if you're used to certain things,
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't got TV in here yet, but it's nothing to put one in.
That's a distraction anyway, isn't it? Like
That's it.
TV's,
Don't
that's
need
not
it.
living, that's just, in my mind,
need
that's like brainwash. It's a little bit of TV
Heating.
now and again, but
Heating,
Yeah.
toilet, facilities, and washing.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
that's it.
Because you're going to spend most of your time outside.
Biggest pain in the arse?
Packing the awning up.
Packing the awning up. I thought you were going to say finding water and stuff like that.
No.
Easy?
No. Yeah, it's easy enough.
Is that part of the planning though? Would you plan for that?
You plan for that.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can stop off at people's houses, or you can go. I mean, you can go Tesco's, for instance.
Yeah.
The Tesco's bathroom is all filtered water.
Right.
Is
that right?
Yeah. Because it's mains fed, so. Any mains fed source, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be wanting to run a hose pipe out to your vehicle, no. But I've got 15-litre can, so it's carried in, fill it up, and off you go, sort of thing.
Sweet.
I mean, when you're going in Europe, you go all the different services the truck drivers go in and they wash themselves in the bathrooms. So.
You know what you forget about that? The fact that there are people doing this for work. And I've spoke to a couple that were truck drivers. I think they still do truck drive now and again. But yeah, they've said that. They would sleep in their cabs without any toilets. They'd be, basically, they call it tramping.
Yeah.
They would that's what they call it, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I mean, you are up.
People are doing this, they're doing this, and then you start to question, should I do this? And what do other people do? Well, they make it happen, I suppose. You make it work.
That's it. I mean, there's no right or wrong to it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't hurt anyone else, so you're not destroying people's property.
Right.
I don't see no harm to it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, living in your vehicle's got a bad name from certain aspects of life and whatnot.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
for the most part, people I've met, everyone's chilled. It's like the people that live on barges. It's the same community.
Same vibe?
Yeah, same community.
I'd imagine it's the same community, yeah.
because they're living in their thing, they're keeping to themselves, it's being self-sustainable. The only difference being they're on water rather than land.
Yeah.
Like, we're all, if we see someone stuck on the side of the road, we'll pull over and see if we can help them. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Someone thinking about jumping in to become, you know, to do this for a longer period or full time, what would you say to them as their first step? Would you say just jump in and buy a van? What would your first?
Yeah, I'd say research and find out what you want to do. I mean, I've always been a classic car enthusiast, so for me to get a bay window like this with the history that this has got was
Yeah, yours was a richer experience. You wanted the history of the car.
That's it. It's an absolute no-brainer.
Yeah. That's
But
a passion for you, right?
The way I look at it is big passion. The way I look at it is just, you got one life, live it.
Yeah.
Why wait till tomorrow?
Oh, I like that. Let's end it on that. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and grab those other people you mentioned, mate. Lovely to meet you.
No dramas. Cheers.
Cheers, bud. Cheers.
Spot on.
Right, I'm off, everyone. As usual, it's been completely fascinating. What I found really interesting are the different stories that people have as to why they get involved in this particular van life community, whether part-time, full-time, or just weekenders. But who are you? Are you the sort of person that would prefer to stick at home, have a pad at home and a community at home, jump out of the weekend, explore the open road, have a nice weekend, then go back? Or are you a full-time van lifer and someone who's been thinking about this for a long time? Either way, hopefully this has helped you to understand this community further. But there's one thing that really stuck in my mind. On a lot of vans, it says, live now. Life is for living now. And that's the mindset that I love about a lot of these people here that go to these events. It's been fascinating. Loved it. I shall catch you soon. All the best. Cheers.